Hello fellow Helldivers, Thornton here, and as most of you have noticed, there has been a lot of space-time fluctuations going on, and the Illuminate seem to be moving closer to Super Earth. So we're going to cover that today, and along with the new units that should be coming right around the time of February 8th with the 1-year anniversary. We're going to go over all of that, but without further ado, let's jump into today's topic. So, some pretty interesting news has been coming out with Helldivers 2 this week. First of all, we talked about it yesterday, but well, Johan Piedelstedt is going to be stepping down for a while from Helldivers 2, possibly permanently. And even though there was a lot of doom and gloom about that, Shams, the current CEO, did want to go ahead and state that as long as people play, pay, and we can build a business case around it, we'll support it to hell and back. If we can keep it going for 10 years, we will. So Helldivers 2 isn't going to have any ongoing support issues, at least not anywhere in the near future. Now, also that being said, well, there's some talk about the Illuminate getting an upgrade around February 8th. Now, most of you have seen the space-time fluctuation indicator. You know, you can see it on the map, and obviously something's going on with that. And Iron Sights actually gave us a breakdown on what is really the issue with that. He said, due to the recent increase in space-time fluctuations all across the galactic map, I feel I should mention the Stargate Nexus again. The Stargate Nexus is a device used by the Illuminate to warp across multiple planets. It allows them to cover lots of territory very fast. The Stargate Nexus is tied to the Illuminate capital planet in some way. It is either stored on the planet or the planet is the Stargate Nexus. The term Stargate Nexus is from some very early game versions, so I'm not entirely sure if that's scrap, but it's definitely worth keeping an eye on. It will also be linked to the Klendath 2, which is a nod to Starship Troopers. Now, something also very interesting we talked about the other day is in the game files at the very bottom of this one, and this all has to do with the Illuminate, it says all three factions surge towards Super Earth. In sudden synchronicity do Freedom's enemies now act. So not only are the Illuminate going to be getting an upgrade, but it looks like the Terminids and automatons are going to be coming to help them. And so today we're going to be talking about what kind of update to the Illuminate forces we can be expecting. Some of you have probably already heard this or seen this, and you guys are fully aware of every enemy type that will be coming to Helldivers 2 and for the Illuminate. That being said, there's a lot of you out there that are hoping and new to the channel, so I'm going to go ahead and break down every unit that we know of so far that will be coming to Helldivers 2 for the Illuminate faction. We've been waiting a while. We only have a couple of enemy types, and we've been wondering when are they going to drop back. And since Arrowhead is now back from their vacation for Christmas, we can finally expect to see some stuff get updated, and there's a lot of enemy types and mission types that will be coming in the near future. There are new intel leaks from shadowy corners of the web. Sources are classified, but also known as data miner extraordinaire Iron Sights. We're gonna have to run into the tier 2 tripods, which look like something from War of the Worlds. They're hulking aberrations from the Super Earth Defense Force, and they will lumber onto the battlefield alongside the tier 1. The tier 2, however, have enhanced armor, which will allow them to shrug off what would cripple a standard tripod. These Iron Sentinels are rumored to possess the devastating Death Ball ability, a concentrated energy blast capable of vaporizing entire squads, and thanks to what Iron Sights has told us, when they die, they will explode, taking us with them if we are too close to the downed enemy. But the Illuminate are not just a technologically advanced army. There are leaks that reveal a sinister undercurrent of sorcery. Illuminate adepts can stalk the battlefield. They look like this right here, and apparently they will be wielding arcane energies that warp reality itself. I'm really digging the Warhammer 40k like chaos thing going on here. Anyways, their very presence disrupts friendly electronics, while blasts of crackling eldritch energy sears flesh and metal alike. Even more disturbing are the Illuminate mages, shrouded figures who command legions of lesser demons and otherworldly beings ripped from the fabric of your nightmares. Compared to the automatons and the Terminids, this is something completely outside of our normal elements of warfare, at least that we've experienced so far. And the coming conflict with the Illuminate is going to demand a new breed of Helldiver. Our standard arsenal honed against the predictable tactics of the bugs and the bots may not suffice, and we're going to need some new war bonds and gear to deal with it. New weapon systems are rumored to be in development, incorporating salvaged Illuminate tech, and there's even new survival packs to give your team a better support boost that you can see here, and even a brand new mech that will rain down more destruction. But along with that, there are going to be brand new mission types coming to the game. One of the big one is Iron Sights actually let us know about this Illuminate ship encounter. This will likely be part of a large objective, and given its size, it might actually be a large-scale event, which is pretty interesting to say the least. That being said, there is also a ton of other stuff that we can be expecting with the Illuminate, and well, it looks pretty promising if you're looking for some variety in Helldivers 2. There's going to be a special intel objective on the map. There's going to be the objective to collect intel at crashed Super Earth drone sites, which will come back into play in a minute when we talk about Super Earth. There will be sites marked with a red flare that is visible from from across the map, and our goal is to carry this intel with you to extraction. Upon successful extraction of intel, you will unlock special opportunity missions, so a mission within a mission basically, and opportunity missions will likely have unique objectives and may take place behind enemy lines. Now, thankfully, Asunder actually went ahead and showed us some coding actually in the game files. It lets us know that intel packages are worth 500 requisition if they're extracted from a mission. The location of the intel is indicated on our mini-map. There will also be compromised intel packages that will notify the enemy of our whereabouts and cause an encounter. There will be retrieving intel triggers an enemy response, and we will be able to get special rewards, and this will all be tied to an intel PDA, which is currently unused and in our hips on the game right now. You can actually run around and see it sometimes. Now, that being said, Iron Sights did let us know of some other mission objectives that are coming in the very near future, and this one actually revolves around, well, the Illuminate. He let us know that there are going to be Illuminate ritual objectives, and our goal is to locate and stop all Illuminate rituals. At the ritual sites, Illuminate summoners will actively perform a ritual, and we got to interrupt it and kill all summoners. There is actually a ghoul model in the game that will be summoned to go ahead and stop us while we're doing that to aid them in combat, and upon interrupting a ritual, a large earthquake will be felt nearby. There are two ritual types, default and whole. The dark fluid harvesters might also be involved. If you haven't seen it, this is the whole, I believe, right here, but that's going to be somewhat involved with the ritual. Now, along with that, the dark fluid harvester Iron Sights was actually put into the game. This is an Illuminate based thing. A dark fluid, if you don't know, was something that caused the explosion with the Meridia black hole, which is why everyone thinks it is so closely tied with the Illuminate. You can see the harvester in game right here. It is a pretty big object towering over the trees and rocks and foliage around with it. Now, along with that, there's going to be even more types of mission objectives coming into the game. There's going to be our goal to manually place a hive scanner in a designated location to scan an underground hive. You can see the icon right here. Interestingly enough, this is likely going to tie in with Hive Lords as a future enemy, and then possibly even the Super 3 Predators that we've been talking about on the channel a little bit. That is going to be a new Terminate enemy faction. All that being said, let's go ahead and jump into community clips now. Don't forget to submit your own to me at Thorn and Smash on Twitter, but without further ado, let's roll it.
I need stim! Southwest, 50 meters. Calling down fortifications. Tagging in an eagle! Reinforcing! Throwing supply beacon! I need supplies.
Proceed to extraction when ready.
Bots, east. Enemy elite. Not engaging. Don't need it. Engaging. I'll take it. Requesting advanced weaponry.
Let me know down below, what are your guys' thoughts on these space-time fluctuations? Will it have a big impact on the future of the game? And what are you hoping for with the Illuminate? Also, don't forget to check out this video right here where I cover more news on Helldivers 2 on the daily. And until next time, everyone, thanks for stopping by. Keep spreading managed democracy.